Hi, today I'm reviewing the Michael Todd Beauty SonicSmooth. And really quick, I just want to say I purchased all these products with my own money, so you know you can trust my opinion is what I honestly believe. And if you want to help support the channel, click on the Amazon link below before you make your purchase. So this is a newer product from Michael Todd Beauty, and it's the SonicSmooth, which is a dermaplaner, and it sells for $99. And for $99, you get the SonicSmooth itself. You get 7 of these cartridges or blades, I guess you would call them. Actually, you get 8 because you get the one that it comes with. And then you get their pre-cleanse and post-cleanse. And in my opinion, this is meant to kind of take on the market that the Dermaflash has kind of created, which is kind of just a basic blade that goes across your face, which removes dead skin cells. Dead skin cells, you can see them kind of accumulate on the blade after and during use. So you might want to keep a little Kleenex handy to wipe that off. And some of them do a decent job removing any like fine peach fuzz that you might have. But overall, it's just basically meant to kind of more or less kind of exfoliate and leave a very clean face behind. And definitely when you don't have any dead skin cells or any peach fuzz, it definitely makes for a much more clean palette for your face, for your makeup, for your foundation. Definitely helps everything perform a little bit better. And the Dermaflash, when they first came out, they were brand new. They were great. I had one. It was $200, so this is $100. And then something happened with the Dermaflash. I'm not exactly what it was, but I went to purchase a replacement one, and I think I went through 3 or 4 of them, and they all had the same issues charging. They just couldn't hold a charge. They couldn't even get a charge, and they were pretty much useless. And so now Dermaflash is coming out with their Dermaflash 2.0, which is, I think it's out now, and it just recently came out. And hopefully that product doesn't have the same issues that their initial product ended up having, because the first few ones that worked, they were great. And then after that, there was some electrical or charging issue. But it was okay, but I was never a huge fan of the expense of keeping up with it. And anytime you wanted to put the Dermaflash in the charger, you had to remove and throw the blade away. And their blade refills are much more. For the Michael Todd, I think you get cleanser, a post dermaplane solution, and then the refill 7 blades as opposed to, I think you get 6 with the Dermaflash, and these refills are $26. I think with the Dermaflash, they're $40, and they're not quite as much. So this is definitely, in my opinion, a better product than the Dermaflash. It's just got much more going for it. It's much more economical. It costs less. The refills are less, and you get more. And you can use the same blade more than once. Dermaflash always said that you had to throw away the blade because of safety issues. But in my opinion, you can use the same blade at least twice and not have any issues with dullness. And this product charges pretty quickly. It holds a nice charge, and it's got 3 speeds, which you can't see, but it definitely does a good job. And when you're using it to dermaplane, you would apply it at maybe a 30 or 45 degree angle and just work down, making very short lengths across your face, and then rinse or wipe off. And the directions, it tells you to use it with a dry face. I prefer to have my face slightly damp. And I don't use the cleanser or the post serum that they give us just because of some of the ingredients it has. The after treatment gel isn't as bad, but the cleanser contains some irritating oils. It's got orange peel, lavender, so I wouldn't recommend using this. Maybe give it to a friend or somebody that likes it, or just toss it. Their after dermaplane serum is a little bit better. It's got aloe vera. I don't see any irritants in it. I still don't use it because I have the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum that I use, and I love using that. But I'll probably just regift these to somebody else that might not mind using them. But overall, it does a decent job. You'll definitely see the dead skin cells. Just be very careful with it, especially around your eyebrows. You don't want to remove any of your eyebrows. That would not be good. But it's better, in my opinion. They've they've built a better mousetrap than the Dermaflash did, even though the Dermaflash kind of created that market in and of itself. But it definitely leaves a nice, clean canvas for any of your makeup and foundation. So, but definitely a nice option. I wish they had a USB plug for this, but they've just got a standard plug-in, but a USB would have been nice. However, this does a good job of holding a charge, much better than the Dermaflash ever did, especially some of those later models. So anyway, definitely a nice option if you're into the dermaplaning fad. I know you can go to a cosmetologist office and they can do it, but doing it at home is a lot more affordable, and it's pretty easy after you've done it a couple times. If you haven't done it before, I recommend you start at the slowest speed, and once you get a little bit better, it's got 3 speeds on it, so then you can go up to that 3rd speed and it'll be a little bit faster. But I definitely prefer to have a very slightly damp face when you do it, because I find it's better. It collects some of the dead skin cells a little bit easier. You won't have the dust. And definitely, if you're going to pick this up, I wouldn't recommend using it more than once a week. But if you do, in my opinion, you can get 2 uses out of the blade easily. I haven't tried it for more than 2 uses out of a blade. But yeah, so anyway, it's kind of an interesting thing. So I know the Dermaflash costs about twice as much, and their refills cost about twice as much. But if you don't have one, this is worth checking out. If you already have the Dermaflash and you like it, there's nothing wrong with that, sticking with that. It's just more expensive, and the refills can cost a bit more overall. But anyway, so for me, I'm going to give this 2 thumbs up. I guess I just wish they would kind of adjust their cleanser a little bit, but there's nothing I'm going to do about that. So anyway, so feel free. I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to give this a shot yet or not, or if you've tried the Dermaflash. So leave a comment and let me know what your thoughts are. And feel free to subscribe. I come with at least 1 new review every day. And check out nobsbeauty.net. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so if you've got your SonicSmooth, what I really like about this, as opposed to other devices like the Dermaflash, is the fact that to charge it, you don't actually have to take the blade off or throw it away. If you have the Dermaflash, every time you want to charge it, even if it's in the middle of you using it, you have to discard the blade. And there's a little chip on them, so it makes it impossible to reuse those blades. So that's a huge advantage that this has. And let me really quick show you how to replace the blade. When you get your new set or even a refill set, it'll come like this. And to take the old blade off, you just need to push up with your thumb right here. You don't even have to touch the blade. And you can pull it right out, and then you just throw it away, and then just slide it on in to get the new blade on and pull straight out. And you're good. So this is a lot easier than other devices. So, and it just makes it much easier, the little thing. So if the battery is charging, this light will be red. If it's green, it means it's charged, it's ready to go. So that is one nice feature of it. And with it, you'll get these 2 things. One is a cleanser, which would be pre-dermaplane treatment, and the other is an after, like serum. I recommend you don't use these. There's just some iffy citrus oils in there, so you're much better off using a different cleanser and a different serum afterwards. So, as opposed to that, before you do your treatment, you definitely want to get your face super clean. Not squeaky clean, but very clean. And a couple good cleansers I really like are the Drunk Elephant Best Day Jelly Cleanser. This does a great job giving you a good canvas and a clean face right before you use your dermaplane treatment. And another thing is, if you tend to wear a lot of makeup, especially eye makeup, another good cleanser is the Paula's Choice Perfect Cleansing Oil. This also does a great job, and it'll give you a very nice clean canvas before you use your SonicSmooth. So those are a couple good options. It just depends on what you're used to, but I definitely, the cleanser out of the 2 that come with the SonicSmooth, the cleanser is the one I worry the most about with some of those oils in there. Of course, you're going to rinse them off, but right before you dermaplane, your skin might be especially sensitive to other things. So that's even more reason to use a cleanser that has no fragrance and nothing potentially irritating for your skin. So, and then the other thing is for their post dermaplane serum that they give you, I recommend using, one thing I love is the Paula's Choice Calm Redness Relief Serum. This really, I use this quite frequently. I also have a Tria laser that I use at home, and I use this after every time I use the laser. So this is something to definitely worth checking out in my opinion. Or something else that I love is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum. I probably go through a bottle of this every few weeks because I use a lot of it, and I use it, you know, at least twice a day in a couple pumps. So I love that one. And then the other thing with the Dermaplane is they tell you to use it on your skin dry. I prefer not to use it right on dry skin. I just feel it kind of is, you know, it's getting that layer of excess dead skin off, but I find that to be a little too abrasive for me. So I just like to kind of dampen off a washcloth and then just kind of tap it on my face so my face isn't like sopping wet, but it's not dry either. And that gives you a nice silky way to start. And then when you turn this on, there's 3 speeds. So the first speed is going to be the slowest and the least amount of vibration. There's the second speed, which is a little bit faster, and then the third speed, which is the fastest. I guess I recommend starting out on the slowest, but you know, as long as you are, you know, keeping this at an angle, probably a 90-degree angle with your face, you're not going to have any issues. But then you would just start out wherever you feel like you wanted to start out, and just work and do it a couple of slow motions and slow, not very long strips, but you can definitely do around your eyebrows. A lot of people like to do that. That's a little iffy, but it definitely does get a little bit of that dead skin off of your face. So, and you'll probably want a Kleenex to wipe off anything, but it definitely does help you, give you a nice clean face for makeup and foundation. And you can see some of my skin flakes kind of coming off. My skin is so dry, but just do it very lightly and slowly until you get used to it. But it definitely does a nice job giving you some manual exfoliation on your skin. I tend to use a lot of leave-on alpha hydroxy acid serums, but sometimes it's nice to get a good manual exfoliation of just some of that surface dead skin cells if they build up. So those are kind of my thoughts on the SonicSmooth. So if you have any other questions for me, just leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. This is definitely a good product. If you thought about purchasing the Dermaflash, this is definitely probably, in my opinion, the better one to check out. So thank you so much, guys.